Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, February the 4th, and this is day 9 hiking for me. We are at Stokoe Gap. We stayed at Stokoe Gap Wolf Creek Hostel last night, and Lonnie was absolutely amazing. It's actually, you get the whole house depending on how many hikers are there or whatever, but me and Solid have hooked back up, and we met a really nice guy that just retired yesterday. He's section hiking. He's headed south right now. We're headed north. His name was Al, but he didn't have a trail name yet, so we started calling him Cardio. He's a retired cardiologist. So we're gonna do 14 miles today to Fontana Dam Shelter, and then we go into the Smokies tomorrow. It's supposed to be a little chilly tonight, but we want to stay in the shelter, not the lodge there, because we want to get up early in the morning and get our trek into the Smokies. We got about a 5 or 6 day window to get through. Looks like next Friday night is supposed to have about 5 to 7 inches of snow. So we're hoping to be at Bear Creek Hostel that night, have a warm bed to sleep in, and get out of that 17, 18 degree temperature they're talking about for next Friday. We're gonna go a couple days, a couple good 15, 16 mile days, and we do a 10-mile day into Clingmans Dome. Hopefully we'll have a good view, and then we'll get either hitchhike or get a shuttle down to Gatlinburg, stay the night in Gatlinburg, take a 0 on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday hike out of the park. We got to watch the roads, because they'll shut the road going back up to Newfound Gap in a drop of a hat. And I've had a couple friends, Kenny, Bartman, and Point 7 got stuck down there for several days, and they ended up walking the 15 miles back up the road for 0 count miles to get back up to the top to get back on the trail. So we definitely don't want that to happen. So we're going to really watch the weather. We'll carry enough food to get through to Gatlinburg, but if any chance of it all, we'll carry 2 more days if it looks like weather's coming in. So anyway, I'll check back in later. I'm back on the trail with my man Solid, and we are gonna go through the Smokies and hopefully a lot more miles after that together. So it's a beautiful day. It's a little chilly this morning. I'm just waiting on Solid. He left his wallet at the hostel, so we called Lonnie. That's his backpack. We called Lonnie, and Lonnie's running it back up here. So we just walked up a pretty tough hill for a half mile. So poor Solid had to walk back, but at least he didn't have to carry his backpack. I told him I loved him, but I didn't love him that much. I wasn't gonna walk back down with him. So I'm just sitting here against a tree with a backpack on, because it was fitting really good, and just trying to stay warm enough till he gets back, and then we'll warm up really quick when we start hiking again, because we were starting to get warm already after the half mile up the hill. So that's what you got to watch out for out here, is you start sweating and you stop, and if it's cold you can get hypothermia, but it's nowhere near that cold, and I'm bundled up still pretty well, so I hadn't started shedding layers. I have some good comfortable Arc'teryx winter mittens that are super warm. So anyway, I'm rambling. Love you guys. We'll check in later. Have a great weekend. There's my man Solid. What happened, Solid?
We forgot our wallet at the hostel.
Did you have to walk down a little hill?
Yeah, it's a little warm out. Secondary.
All right, we're on the trail. We're going this way. We got a backpack up here around the corner. At least he didn't have to walk back with his backpack. So that's why I always say discount double check before I leave. But I'm sure I've already lost a glove. Somebody found it and sent it back to me. So look through there. There's Solid's backpack. Have a good day. We are climbing Jacob's Ladder, about 1.5 miles in. Gotta get your attention, but it's doable. Right out of Stokoe Gap.
think this was our big climb today. We're getting closer to the top. Take care. There is Fontana Dam. Me and Solid have been hiking together for a few days. Back together today from Stokoa Gap to Fontana, about 14, 15 miles. We haven't decided yet. We got a mile or two left downhill, and that's where we're going, Fontana Dam. I'll check in later. Coming into Fontana Marina. End of probably, by the time we get done, I think we're 1.3 miles from the shelter. We're staying at the Fontana Hilton. It's supposed to be a really nice shelter. We could stay at the lodge in a warm bed, but they can't get us back here till tomorrow after 9 a.m. and we want to be hiking about 4:30 in the morning. We're heading into the Smokies. And, well, this is pretty. Looks like the water's down, but here we are. We're gonna go in here and get something to snack on, maybe a 6-pack of beer. Go to the lodge, not the lodge, the shelter. And we are going to get off our feet and get our backpacks off because we are tired. That was some pretty good climbs today, but had perfect weather. I bet it was in the 50s most of the day. Take care. We'll talk to y'all later. Here we are walking into the Fontana Hilton. What a view. You're gonna see at the same time that Solid and I see it. Anybody set up in there?
No, I see water shoes. That's it. Nobody's in here.
Looky here, buddy. This is nice. Got side A, side B. Solid take that side. I get this side. I saw a hiker up towards the bathroom, so we'll see if he comes back. All right, I'm gonna get this backpack off. Looks like we got chargers out here. This is cool. This is the nicest one yet. I see water. The $1,000,000 question, is it on during the winter? Bam! We got water, baby. So that way we don't have to walk down to the lake. Beautiful. Say hey, Solid.
Hey.
End of day 9 for me. End of day 12 maybe for Solid. We're going up. I would say that is the Smoky Mountains over there, but we start climbing them in the morning. Looks like we got a 5-day window to get through and go down and spend one night in Gatlinburg. So that's if the weather hadn't changed. So signing off for tonight. We're gonna have 2 beers apiece, set up our camp and go to bed early and get up before sunup and be walking. Y'all take care. It's been a great day. My watch says 17 miles, so that's not necessarily trail miles, but that's how far I feel like we walked. Long day. Hard day, but definitely doable. So tomorrow we go into the Smokies.
Mom, I don't want to go to school. Brr, it's cold. Got Solid over there getting ready. It's 4 a.m. Day 10 for prepper. We're going in the Smokies, baby. It's below 30, I think. I don't know how cold it is, but we're getting around doing our chores, getting our coffee made. And we gotta put our pack explosion up. You can't really see it, it's dark. But we stayed at the Fontana Hilton. I got a pretty good view of a lake out there, at least the silhouette of it. So we're gonna get up and do 14 today, 15 or 16 tomorrow. Then we'll do 10 to Newfound Gap, hitch a ride or get a shuttle down into Gatlinburg for the day and the night, and then 0. Then I think we got a couple 16-mile days on Thursday and Friday. And we'll be out of the Smokies Friday night. Supposed to have some snow coming in Friday afternoon, and gonna get pretty chilly, so hopefully we can get to Standing Bear Hostel and have a really warm bed to sleep in. And we'll go over the 200-mile mark in the Smokies. So we are trekking along and heading to Katahdin. Have a good day, everybody.
Here we go into the Smokies. We got out of the shelter before sun up. So we got about a good 6 or 7 mile climb this morning. We're gonna do 14. It is February the 5th. And there's the headlight man. I got mine on too, but I can't turn around for you to see. But anyway, we're gonna walk in the dark for a while and hopefully see a beautiful sunrise. It looks like I don't see a whole lot of clouds and a little hazy out there, but you can't see it. But anyway, here we go into the Smokies. Y'all have a good day. Now that's a beautiful sight right there, the moon with the reflection down on the water. Oh, say, can you see? Let's just have church right here. That is beautiful. We are going to the top of Shuck Stack, to the tower up there. We're going to be rebels. We're going to go try to climb that tower and take a break up there. It'll be about 5.5 or 6 miles for us when we get there. I think we're at 4.5 now. Watch miles, not necessarily trail miles, but it's pretty close. But look at that, baby. We are in the Smoky Mountains. I always tell you, the pictures don't do it beauty or any justice, but they go for days, and they're just huge, huge, huge mountains. So hanging out with my buddy Solid. Glad I'm doing this with him. We both struggled a little bit this morning. That was not a super hard climb, but we've been climbing for 4 miles, and we both didn't have our legs with us this morning, but now we're coming around. So anyway, y'all have a good day. I'll check in. I'll send some beautiful pictures and a video from the top of Shuck Stack Tower when we go up there. Hopefully the bottom of it's open and we can go up into the tower, but chances are it won't be. Have a good day. You see that lookout tower? We're gonna go up there and climb it. It's a little blue blaze, a little bit of a climb, but we're gonna drop our packs. Sorry, didn't mean to make you dizzy. We're gonna drop our packs right here and do a little slack packing up there, and then come back, and then our trail goes down that way, and then it looks like it goes up and over those ridges, and hopefully we'll get some ridge walking in today, but it looks like we got quite a bit of climbing still to do. I don't think this is OSHA certified, but man, I'm not even at the top yet. Look at that. Views for miles. Up here was solid. We got views for days up here. Here, get the other one. Look at that. We're on top of the world. Had a good 5.5 mile climb this morning. Man, it was a challenge. Lucky for me, Solid took his legs a while to get going this morning. We were both struggling for the first couple miles. And then we started seeing views like this. That's absolutely amazing. other side. Absolutely beautiful. See if I can keep dropping my phone through here. Now you come over here, you don't want to take a step there for sure. So if you zoom in down here, if I can, I'm trying to get my glove off so I can zoom this phone in. So you get down there and there's a dam. That's where we started this morning, about 5.5 miles ago. And I mean, we climbed the whole way. But this view sure does make it worth it. This is Molly's Ridge in the Smokies. This is the first shelter you come to. I believe this one here, if I remember seeing it right on one of the pages, that you're not supposed to drink the water unless you boil it. So this is Molly's Ridge. What's the name of the shelter we're going to tonight? We're going to Russell Field Shelter, which is 3 more miles from here. So we are going to be have a 14-mile day. But this is the first shelter if you want to stop here at about 11 miles probably. Been a lot of climbing today, but we're getting up to elevation. Hopefully the next day or so we'll just be doing some rollers going through the Smokies. But I've heard that all of the shelters have their own fireplace. So if you can bring something lightweight for a fire starter. Hope you're all having a great day. Here we are at Russell Field Shelter, our first stop in the Great Smoky Mountains. Russell Field Shelter. Right at 15 miles today. Me and Solid had a great day. Beautiful. Climbed a water tower. Beautiful pictures and videos coming on that one. We had it was a lot of climbing today. So anyway, it was every day out here on the trail is a beautiful day. But we climbed a lot today. We were both didn't have our trail legs today for sure, and we both struggled a little bit, but we made it happen and we got here. This is day 1. We got 16 tomorrow to Cooper Shelter, I believe it is. So they were nice enough to put us a tarp up here. And if we wanted to mess with building a fire, there's a fireplace. But we are going to crawl in our sleeping bags and go to bed early. Because we had a long day today. We got another 16, 17 day tomorrow. Then we have a 10-mile trip from there into Newfound Gap, I think it is. And then we're going to go down into Gatlinburg for the rest of Tuesday and 0 on Wednesday in Gatlinburg, eat some good food. Then we're going to come back up, and we got 2 long days, and then we'll be out of the Smoky Mountains. So we put our permits in the Great Smoky Mountain permit box this morning. We put one on our way out. So everybody have a good night. Here we are almost on top of Thunderhead Mountain. Look at those views. When we hit the top of Thunderhead Mountain, we are going to be at about 5,500 foot of elevation. When we hit Clingmans Dome, that is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail, and it's 6,612 feet. But man, if you could see through there, there's lakes down there. Actually, I don't think that's a lake. I think that's fog. Is that fog down there?
I think that's just fog down there. So,
It looks like a lake. I've been calling it a lake for the last 5 minutes, but it's just fog sitting in the valley. So anyway, me and Solid are climbing, and we are having a blast. Sorry for more videos, but man, the higher we climb, better the view. There's my man Solid. Solid being solid. Oh, that made that climb well worth it. And it's even better 10 feet up here. I'm gonna go up and shoot another one from the very tip top on a rock, but Solid's up there right now. All right, the sun may get us here a little bit, but I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at this morning. We were on the trail at 5:30 this morning, and we've been climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is what makes your climbs worth it. There is a 360 view. And there's one of Solid down there doing his photography. But those go on forever. You can't see them because the camera just blocks them out, but that mountain range just goes forever. All right, probably tired of the mountains, so we're gonna hike. I'm not tired of the mountains, but you're probably tired of looking at them since you're not up here and able to feel them. It's pretty special out here, friends. You're in for a great adventure if you are hiking the Appalachian Trail or planning on hiking it. About to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Oh, the doo-dah day. It's crazy out here, folks, in the Smokies. This is the first big wildlife I've seen. And it's a deer sitting right there eating. And he could just care less that we're here taking a potty break. I mean, we're 20 yards from him. Pretty cool. Where's your buddy at? We just came up some sketchy stuff. Icy. I fell and busted my butt. Didn't hurt anything but my pride. And earlier today it was kind of funny. We were stepping over a blowdown, or actually we're going around a blowdown. I told Solid, I said, go up around the left. Well, we should have just went underneath it. I sat down and did a backflip off the back of the thing and landed on my backpack, luckily. So I've been down twice today, but I'm still alive. Take care, everybody. We got another mile to go and it's gonna get dark. 0.9 to go, actually. February the 7th, I believe. Me and Solid are heading up to Clingmans Dome. Did a couple 16 milers to set ourselves up to only have a 10-mile day today, so we can go into Gatlinburg and zero there tomorrow, get some rest. Thank goodness for my knee brace. It is universal. You can wear it on either side. And I have a knee that hurts when I'm climbing and a knee that hurts when I'm descending. So I stop and switch them out usually if the other knees bother me. So, all right, we'll report from Clingmans Dome here in a little while. I think this is day 11 for me on the trail. I'm gonna give you guys a little update about yesterday. We were really tired and got in just before dark to Double Spring Shelter. 16-mile day, absolutely beautiful views. We had fun, but it was hard. But again, when I tell you guys it's hard, it's doable.
Level 2 fun.
Yeah, we've got level 10 fun is the best, and level 0 fun is the suck. So we decided yesterday was level 2 fun, but there was a couple great picture opportunities that went up to a 10. So we are walking from Double Spring Shelter to Newfound Gap today, and we're going to stop at Clingmans Dome. There's a big tower there. And that is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail, 6,627-ish feet maybe. And I think I read somewhere where it was the third highest point east of the Mississippi. May have been second, I don't remember, but it wasn't 12th. I do know that. So anyway, it's a big climb, but only 2.8 miles up to Clingmans Dome. Then we'll meet our max elevation at 6,600 feet. Take a 0 in Gatlinburg, trying to beat the weather out of the Smokies by Friday evening. Clingmans Dome's calling for 5 to 7 inches of snow, or it was. But we'll be quite a bit lower than that by Friday. So I think we're gonna be good. Thursday, we're gonna watch the weather. It looks like a rainy day on Thursday, but I think I heard that the high was, or I saw the high was 44 maybe, and the low was only like 42. I gotta be careful here. I fell hard twice yesterday. Poor Solid had to watch both of them. One went over a tree and the backpack the tree was down, and I fell over backwards off the tree. Luckily I landed on my backpack, and the last one was solid ice, and I put my foot in the wrong place. It was kind of a little bluff going down the other side, so Solid was worried that I was gonna tumble down the mountain, or at least till I hit a tree. But anyway, it's getting snowier and icier as we climb to the 6,600 foot elevation. So I'm gonna get off here so I don't fall for my first time today. You're not gonna be able to hear this because the wind is whipping, but we're over 6,000 foot, and that's absolutely beautiful. I don't know where we're at. I just know we're about a mile probably from Clingmans Dome. You probably can't see it, but there's a town down there. I bet that's Gatlinburg. But this is an absolutely beautiful view. You probably can't hear me because of the wind, but you can see the pictures. Pines, and then you see, bam. We are getting really close to Clingmans Dome, 6,600 foot. A little bit more snow up here. We have had a amazing morning. Quite a climb from Double Spring Shelter up to here, but I think we're within 1/10 of a mile. Well, this is a huge milestone on the Appalachian Trail. We are in the Smoky Mountains, and this is Clingmans Dome, and I have goosebumps. May even cry on you, but that's cool. We're gonna walk up that dude, and we're gonna have panoramic views. What a climb up here, but it was well worth it. We are having a blast. Last little bit was a road walk, maybe just 1/8 of a mile at the most. But this road's closed during the winter, so normally you can get off here, but they close it down for the winter. So we're gonna hike on further, about another 7 miles today to Newfound Gap. And then we will figure out our ride into town and take a 0 tomorrow. Rest our legs up, we deserve it. Put in 2 16s about, and we'll have a 10 today. So we're getting ready to walk up that icy ramp. Here we are walking up the world famous ramp at Clingmans Dome. 6,600 foot, solid ice. Get over in that snow there. Solid. Here we are on the highest point of the Appalachian Trail. This would be Clingmans Dome. I'm probably not saying that right, but There is your northern view. We had a great hike this morning to get up here. Our friend Man Sub set us up perfect to get through the Smokies and only have a 10-day or a 10-mile hike on the third day, which had left us about 3 miles to get up to Clingmans and another 7 to Newfound Gap. There we're gonna hitch a ride or call a shuttle. There is the southern view. And then we're gonna go down to Gatlinburg. I'm assuming Gatlinburg is over here to the right. Here's your western view. And there's the northern view. And I'm assuming we're gonna walk some ridges through here somewhere and get down closer to Gatlinburg. And we'll be 15 miles from Gatlinburg at Newfound Gap, and we'll get it right down. Check in later. Well, we made it today to Newfound Gap. 10 miles, and it was probably, for a 10-mile hike, one of the craziest hikes I've ever done. We walked up to Clingmans Dome this morning. It was kind of uneventful, but going down the mile hill on the other side, I bet it took us 2 hours to get through there because of the ice. And then we just walked all the downhills today, which there was a lot of them, was very icy, so we had to be very careful. And we met some wonderful people out on the trail, and they were walking in there and they said, hey, we'll give you a ride from Newfound Gap. And then about a mile in, or about a mile from the end, a young lady sun-kissed and wrapped her. She has through hiked last year, and he's through hiking now, and she had candy bars in her backpack and asked if we were through hikers, and we sat and had a wonderful chat with them. So the last 3 or 4 miles today was just absolutely a wonderful. So wonderful people out here. Take care.
Got to enjoy every second of this life. Enjoy every second you feel. Got to enjoy every second, cause life is short, so keep it real, y'all. Keep it real. I'm enjoying every second of this life that I've been given. Every mountain that I climb and every pitfall that I fell into. Remember me and you dancing in the living room, cooking in the kitchen.